Hello and welcome back to the Glimmer Witch. So I have a returning client here. This is Eva. We have applied Tracy Lou's Tapered Square tips. We have prepped her nails. We have dehydrated, and I've applied a thin clear base of Crystal Glass by CJP. On her little finger you can see a little red patch. That's purely where she's had overfiling done. So the story is that Eva went to a friend of a friend to have her nails done and didn't have a very good experience. So we've left her nails for quite a while. She's booked back in with me now. So she's come in and we've done her a brand new set. So I'm using Apple Shine from CJP as my base. I just want the green at the top. We're going to be going in with some dried flowers. I got my dried flowers from Glitter Planet. So I just use a wet layer just to have something for those dried flowers to stick to. I'm not concerned if they stick out the sides or anything. They will just file off. So it's not a problem. Using my size 10 Tracy Lou brush. So just going in with the beautiful blue-green spray. So just getting that to sit on the nail, just holding it in place. They take a bit of fiddling, but it's worth it. And then we're going to put pink on top of the green. On the middle finger, we're doing it the opposite way round. So I'm predominantly using Apple Shine and Cherry Blossom Blush. Been using that colour a lot. Struggled with it the first couple of times, got the hang of it now, which is all good. So a little bit of green leaf. I didn't want too much on there because we want to be able to see it. Tapered Square tips are absolutely brilliant. I love them, and unless I'm doing really long stilettos, I don't use anything else. And the only reason I haven't brought Tracy Lou stiletto tips is because I have a box of 500 that I need to use up from Glitter Planet, so I will use those first. On the middle finger, put in a thin base of Cherry Blossom Blush on that nail bed. So just tapping it in using the point of my brush around that cuticle, getting the brush between the acrylic and the skin, and then just fading it down. It's purely there really just to even out the colour. House move is going well. Son is off his crutches. He dislocated his knee, didn't fracture it, so he now has to have some physio. House move prep is going well. I'm half packed now, I think. Got some few bits. I took all my gel polish racks and everything off the wall this weekend, so yeah, living in boxes pretty much. So just putting that green on the pink, the bluey green colour, and then we're putting the pink down at the tip. And I'm going to leave those to set in place. So that's where that little bit of damage is. It's not anything too major to worry about. Generally, her nails were in good nick. It was just the odd place where she had a little bit of thinness, so hopefully we will keep an eye on that, which is why I do the clear base, because when I file these back I don't want to be hitting that natural nail at all. So we put the clear base down first. So this is Cherry Blossom Blush, just a full finger of that. On the other hand we switched the colours around, so on the other hand the little finger was Apple Shine. So just twisting and turning that nail, checking it from each angle. I have left the filing for this set in as well. This bit is in real time, the filing is sped up. A little bit wet on that bead there, you can see that little air bubble in there. Needed to be a little bit drier. So a bit of a quieter week for me this week. I've just booked somebody in for 12 o'clock today. So it does happen that you can get last minute clients in. So just feathering that bead back into the main body of the nail. I just needed a little bit more thickness on that tip. Not capping in clear. Cherry Blossom Blush is a strength powder. I have just done my first order of CJP product this year. Tried not to spend too much, but I needed some more liquid. I've been off social media nail group pages for so long, I didn't even realise that they'd launched a new acrylic liquid. So I've ordered my normal size bottle of the 1 monomer, and I've also ordered a 50ml bottle of the 1.2. So that should be arriving tomorrow. I'm waiting for that to arrive before I do my mum's nails so I can test it out on her. Ordered a couple of colours that I needed to replace. Blue Hue, I brought a 25 gram pot of that because everybody loves it. So thought I'd get a bigger pot. Ordered a brand new colour that I've never tried before because it was a treat. Another pot of rose gold, always quite a popular one, and the new dusty brush. So because it's rose gold and it will look nice in my home salon when I move. So I will do my mum's nails and film and do a review on the 1.2. As far as I've seen so far, it's a little bit slower setting, but it's more adhesive than the 1 monomer. Personally, I like the speed of the 1, so I'm probably not going to change, but problem lifters might be worthwhile having something that adheres a bit better, so we'll give it a go, see what happens. So thumb full nail of Apple Shine, first bead on halfway down because it's quite a big nail, although on smaller nails I have been doing 1 bead with colour just recently. Just happened. Might be able to catch that at some point. So second bead on at that cuticle, and then tap, tap using the point of my brush. You can see that I'm pushing it up into that corner there and tapping it in around the sides and then pulling it down to blend with that previous bead. Can't talk today. Not the neatest application I've ever done. Had a little bit on the skin there, so just got that off with my brush. My nails are a state. You know what it's like. I'll probably have time this week to sort them out, so going shorter again, just because we're packing. As you may have seen if you're on my page, sadly my father-in-law passed away just over a week ago. Bit of a shock, we weren't expecting that, so yeah, it's been a little bit hectic. We've got so much going on at the minute, but I'm still going, still working, doing my best to keep improving on my skills. So apologies if you just heard my phone go off. It's one of those weeks, you know what it's like when it's a little bit quiet. So do you know what? You just take last minute work. Because, you know, I need money. I'm not going to hide it. I've just spent 76 quid on CJP that I could ill afford. But I'm getting a new dusty brush. Who cares? That was my treat. It's beautiful. Very, very happy. So yeah, doing that cherry blossom blush over that apple shine, bit behind now. So first bead goes on at that blend area, tuck that in, pull it down, second bead and third bead if necessary at the cuticle. I then come back in with a little bead of apple shine and blend it back up just to refresh that colour. It's a good tip if you happen to pull your nail bed colour too far down, that coloured tip. I am going to cap this, but only the blend. You don't need to cap Cherry Blossom Blush, it is a strength powder. Although to be fair, most of the powders that are coming from CJP are now strength powders anyway. I haven't seen any recently. It's a nice nail, that one. So anyway, moving on, capping those dried flowers. So I'm going to wet them first with acrylic liquid, just so that we avoid any dry bits, but I am working very wet to cap this. So place it on below that cuticle and then concentrate on the sides. Graffiti, because I'm pointing that nail down, will pull the rest of the acrylic down, and then you're just moving it where you need it to be. This one did look a little bit bulky. It wasn't once I filed it. So, you know, if that happens, doesn't matter. Your file is your best friend. We all do it. So just patting and pressing it into where I want it to be. It's an ugly ass nail, but it filed out nicely, so it's not the end of the world. And I did hand file. I didn't e-file any of these. I do have my new e-file now. It was rose gold, which I was really pleased about. My other two have been pink. So because basically I buy my e-files, I've bought 2 off eBay and I bought 1 off Amazon. They're pretty much the same as the Cuckoo e-file, they're just unbranded. This is my 3rd one now, and it's the handset that goes. It's the pins on the handset. So I am going to invest this year in a Sayang, because you can get replacement handsets for them. So currently I have 3 battery packs for the same e-file. So I suppose I've got spares if nothing else. So yeah, I'm gonna invest in some a good quality e-file, dust extractor. Although the one that I'm using does work, you know, it's not great, but it's not the worst. But I will invest this year once I've got my little home salon up and running. So again, capping with that now, nice and wet bead. And using the belly of my brush to flatten it out and shape it as I go. Because if I shape it now, I don't have to shape it with my file. Just faffing. Just, you know, as you do. Just faffing. So yeah, I've now got 2 clients today, not 1. This is what you do. This is what you have to do. I need the money in. I need to build my bank balance back up. I also need to order some more tips and files from Tracy Lou. I haven't been on there recently, so I'm hoping that they're going to be in stock, because I do love my Tapered Square tips. And it might be worthwhile investing in stiletto tips if she has some. Depends whether they're in stock or not. So I've just done a massive clean off of my brushes using the peg trick. I'll video that tomorrow, actually. Well, maybe not tomorrow, because I've got a couple in tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday. I'll do my CJP haul as well. Well, not a haul. It's a small amount of stuff, but you know, we'll try out that 1.2. So filing, Tracy Lou file, 100, 180 grit, sidewalls, free edge, cuticle, barrel of the nail. Now I switched to a CJP nail file because it's a slightly older file, just to do around that cuticle. I haven't done Eva's nails for a while. Her cuticles are quite dry and it was a newish file, so I didn't want to cut her. That's the last thing we want to do when she's just come back. Once I'm happy with the filing, I then buff. Doing this close up, I could have filed that side You can see a little bit of acrylic on that edge there that I could have filed out better. Side walls, side walls, side walls, free edge, and repeat. If you go back and change one, go back and do the same on the other side. You'll get a much more even nail that way. Side walls, free edge, cuticle, cuticle, barrel of the nail. Sing it, sing it, sing it, sing it. Do it the same way every single time and you will start to get your nails uniform shape. If you vary it, you will bugger it up. Fact. Kirsty Meakin is where I learnt my filing. Also picked up a few tips from Tracy Lou as well, obviously. You know, do your 4 fingers, turn the client's hand around and file the sidewalls from their angle. You get a much better shape that way as well. So for a bulky nail, this one filed up very, very well. A lot of time I can do that cuticle area just with a buffer. If you lay it neat enough, you can do it. I have faith in you. Of course you can. If I can do it, anyone can. Because you all know I'm the clumsiest person in the world. And I'm old, so you know, I don't retain information well. I always say if I learn something new, something has to drop out my brain. So there we go, side walls, what a lovely nail. Free edge, cuticle, cuticle. So I left the filing in just for that reason. Am I concerned about the coronavirus? Nope. I'm pretty sure we've all bloody had it since before Christmas anyway. I'm convinced. So no, I'm doing my normal thing. I sanitise my clients' hands before I start anyway. I'm regularly wiping over with either acetone or Prep Spray Plus. My metal tools are kept in Barbicide. You know, I'm not concerned. I have a plan now for my move. I will be doing mobile on a Wednesday. So Wednesday afternoons, I always meet my friend for coffee at Starbucks. So I'm going to take my son to school. I'm going to shifty off and do a set of nails and some waxing. I'm then going to meet my friend for coffee. And then I'm going to do another set of nails or waxing. And then I'm going to pick my son up from school. And that way I can retain some of my clients that can't get to me when I move. I'll be doing one Saturday a month as well to get those people that can't do school hours. Everybody else will have to come to me because I'm not doing evenings mobile, not happening. So I bought myself a little mobile table, which is quite cute, second hand, because you know I'm cheap, and it is for only 5 days a month. So I've done that, and just looking at a bag now to put bits in. But the little table comes with the chair included, and it's got a couple of little trays in there, so that'll be handy. So as you can see, whipping over, not that fast obviously, this is sped up. So once I have filed and buffed the nails, I do not go and file them all and then come back and buff them all. I do each nail to completion. Works for me, just find it quicker, and I have got a lot quicker. Most design sets now are taking me around 2 hours. If I'm doing a redesign, it might be nearer 2.5, but you know, I'm getting a lot quicker. And it's purely because I do the same filing routine every single time. It never ever changes. And as my application gets neater, the filing is less. So that's the trick to it. So once I have filed all of these nails, I use a cotton pad and some acetone, and I wipe all of the nails off to get rid of any dust, to smooth out that top layer, because it melts the top layer of acrylic slightly, and that will help you with adhesion with your gel polish, your top coat. I, as always, use CJP's Tack Free Top Gloss because it's beautiful. And it stays shiny, and every time they wash their hands they shine again. So that's why I stick to it. stick to what you know. Super excited that they've brought out a builder in a bottle gel. Gonna have to be getting that anyway. So once they've all filed and I've wiped over with acetone and the nails are clean, we then top coat. They go into the lamp for 60 seconds. I have an LED UV lamp, so 60 seconds, allow them to cool for a few seconds, then apply some cuticle oil, and that is your finished set. Do love Apple Shine. It's Liz Gill's colour. We all know she loves it. And I, in particular, love Apple Shine. It's a really nice colour. So beautiful spring set, all done, all dusted. I am off. I will leave this with you. I will be back very soon. Little tip, glass nail, top coat underneath and cure the hand for 10 seconds to set it. It just makes that glass nail a little clearer. So I'm off and I will be back very, very soon. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all very soon. Over and out.